Before we end, we have a small rapid fire for you. It's called the Brew and Buzz round with GulfBuzz.
Go
We'll ask
do
you a
what you
set of
wanna do.
questions and
Rapid fire. Let's go. Let's see how fast you can answer the question.
what's the most unusual talent you possess that not many people know about?
My tongue, I can roll my tongue and put my tongue in a T.
Really?
Yeah.
If you were stranded on a deserted island and could only bring 3 items with you, what would they be?
A boat, some gas, and a bucket of chicken.
Oh. The bucket of chicken is unusual.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That boat. I ain't going to be on that island too long.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received and who gave it to you?
I think my father's best advice he ever gave me, and I didn't understand it when he told it to me. But when I was a little boy, he kept saying this to me. He said, son, the best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. And that pushed me. We were poor, but he understood that. He said, the best thing you could do for poor people is not be one of them. And I've been trying not to be one for a long time.
If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be?
Oh, I'll be God. I just want to be God.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
My favorite movie of all time? Braveheart, without a doubt. Braveheart, my favorite movie. My favorite comedy movie of all time was Coming to America, Eddie Murphy. Best comedy movie I've ever saw. Most talented dude ever to do comedic acting is Eddie Murphy. Favorite comedian of all time, the GOAT, Richard Pryor. Favorite TV show I like watching, 48 Hours.
If you were a contestant on one of your own game shows, which one do you think you would win or lose?
I lose at Family Feud. I can't play Family. I'm a horrible Family Feud player. See, Family Feud is a game of luck and guesses. You can't be a good Family Feud player. See, I don't know what's on the board, but I know what ain't on the board. And when you give me an answer that I know is not on that board, that's where I shine. That's what they pay me for.
Before we close, would you like to say any young comedians that are coming up, would you like to give them a piece of advice?
I mean, just never give up. It's a lot of good young cats out there, man. I'm a fan of anybody that's trying to do this business for a living. But for those that's out there that's got a daytime job and doing this at night, I got nothing for you. Until you commit to this full time, you can't be a great comedian. It's a full-time job. And that's all that is. So if you talk about I'm a banker in the day and a comedian at night. No, you're not. You're a banker. You're a banker, bro. Until this is all you do, until everything is riding on your next show, then you don't understand what this business is. And it's a lot of great guys out there. I want to say something to one guy out there that's been getting a bum rap for his performance at the Golden Globes, which was Joe Coy. Joe Coy's a bad boy, man. He's one of my favorite acts. And I think people don't understand, man. When you perform in front of the Golden Globe Awards, this is one of the worst crowds in the world. You might as well be working at the Oscars. These are all arrogant people. They're all stars. They're people comb their hair, put their makeup on, tie their shoes for them. And now you're sitting there trying to entertain a group of people from Hollywood who are now under the domain of political correctness. And they're all sitting there afraid to laugh at anything because they don't want to be the one on camera that laughed at something that offended somebody. It's a horrible place to be in right now. But Joe Coy, that's a bad boy, man. That's a bad boy. He should have just flipped the finger on all of them and walked off. That's what he should have did. That's some Steve Harvey stuff right there.